God's time. Getting rather late. But I'll just say this much short. This man, who the Word said, 13th chapter Revelation, has a number. And as John said, let him that hath wisdom count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And the reason he refers to a beast there is because that not only the Catholic Church, will I say, but you take Protestant churches, they have the characteristic of a beast. You take a sow, you got 5 or 6 or 10 pigs, and here's another sow right across here where the people is in. And the pigs from this sow can waller their mother and root and nurse to their heart's content. But just as sure as another little pig comes from the other pair into that pen and touches that old sow's tip, she's going to have to find an exit. That sow will eat her up or kill her if she don't get out of there. Well, that's the nature of a beast. It's in the lions and the bears and the cows and all animals. And we can have that beastly nature. If this people here belong to my church, I love this people. I'll care for this people. But I won't care for this people because they belong to another church. We've got to get rid of that beastly nature. The nature of something ought to be for God. And have the love of God over this church on our hearts and the Holy Ghost. That means to love everybody that God loves, and that's the world. That gives us no chance whatever to get back at anybody. When Jesus suffered, he threatened nobody. When he's reviled, he reviled it again. He never spoke back. He never stirred up a quarrel nowhere. But he was like a lamb before the sheep before the shearers, and a lamb before the slaughter, and he opened not his mouth. And therefore, this man that John refers to is the man, as he said, has a number, and his number is 666, 603 score and 6. Then he goes on to say in the next chapter there, the 14th chapter, and I saw 144,000 standing on the Mount Zion with the Lamb, having his Father's name written in his forehead. Now the 14th chapter, the number 14, doesn't separate the context between the 14th chapter and the 13th chapter. The 14th chapter carries the same context on across the 14th, number 14, into the 14th chapter. And when John said, who are these? And the angel said to John, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins, and they followed the Lamb, Christ, wheresoever he goeth, and they are without fault before the throne of God. Now John sees two companies. He sees the beast over here, and he says, now this is the mind that hath wisdom. Let him that hath wisdom count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. All right, what does that mean? It means that the Pope of Rome, now I'd say it on a housetop, the Pope of Rome will have 666 different churches, different bodies, different women, different organizations, 666. But here's Jesus here, his number is 144,000. And these, as the angel said to John, these are they which were not defiled with women. If you could have saw the angel talking to John, you could have saw him pointing at the other vision that John had in the 13th chapter, when he saw a man with 666 bodies, 666 churches. It's plain enough to be seen at the present time that the Pope of Rome, all these churches that are drifting back and forth today, they're organizing this and that, breaking up, separating, and all going now practically into the better count of the churches. There's no stability. You can't tell what she's going to do from one day to another. And therefore, to But thank God, God's got a people who is numbered in that 144,000, and they will not be defiled with them women out there that churches are being defiled with today. Somebody's got to take these churches. Somebody's going to have to do something for them. And the Pope of Rome stands in readiness to take over the reins just as soon as God will let him have it. And he'll be the one that'll take care of all of this and land them into his order and take care of them. But Jesus is going to take care of that which comes out of that. Come out of her, my people, and you're not to take her to the sin or sin to the heaven, and God has avenged you. Therefore, that man, it don't mean that he's got a number in his forehead. Don't mean that he carries a number in his memorandum book. It means that he's going to have 666 big organizations under him to tell them what to do and where to get off at. Isaiah said in the 4th chapter, in that day, and it's referring to the day in which we're living right now, there shall be 7 women take hold of one man. 7 women, 7 is a complete number. And that 7 women means every church in the world will take hold of one man. And the one man is the Pope of Rome. And said, we will go with thee, we'll eat our own bread, we'll wear our own apparel, just let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Would you believe that these Protestant churches are coming under terrible reproach at this present time? Here's sin abounding on every hand. Here's nudist societies marching in, and actually a whole lot of it manifested right in the church today. And the preacher's hands are tied. He's got a congregation that won't stand for the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can't hear no shouts in the born days anymore. Dear old mother and father that helped build the church couldn't, if they be resurrected, they couldn't come back in the church to help build and shout and praise God and testify, clap their hands like they did in the days that they were living. No, pride has come in and crowded God out. But that don't make no difference. That won't stop God from working in the earth. He said if these cease to cry out, the rocks will immediately cry out. And you can tell them that the rocks down here at 28 to Wilson are crying out and giving vent to the Spirit of God. So it isn't the idea of him having a number in his forehead or anything like that. It's just the idea of him ruling over all the churches in the world, and they amount to 666. And that's as far as man can go to the number 6. That's his number. But Jesus, thank God, his number reaches on up to twice 144,000. All right, let's rise. No. The people is already in it now. Pentecost. All the Pentecostal people is in it this year. That's right. Yeah. Dear Lord, we thank you. Roman Catholic aspiration. The following quoted from a letter by Father Patrick O'Brien of Rochester, New York, was printed in Aurora, which is a magazine put out by the Italian Baptist Publishing House of Pennsylvania. Can you hear it? Well, I don't want to speak it too loud because this amplifying system carries out here further than it does in here. Well, I'll try to everybody get right quiet. See, we can get quiet and we can remedy sounds a whole lot better. The following quoted from a letter by Father Patrick O'Brien of Rochester, New York, was printed in Gloria, which is a magazine put out by the Italian Baptist Publishing House of Pennsylvania. Now this is it. We, the hierarchy of the Holy Roman Catholic Church, expect all loyal children of the Church to assist the President with all our strength to see that individuals comprising the United States Supreme Court shall obey the President's injunction.